Victor Wembanyama, big news for him, breaking news. Out for the rest of the season. Has a deep vein, what's it, thrombosis, meaning that there's a blood clot in his right shoulder, which is pretty serious. They don't think that it's going to be something that's lasting. So they say it's an isolated incident. But then I do see other reports that say that this is something that could be career threatening. So I know that, Chris Bosh dealt with blood clots, is why he had to end his career. There's been other players as well. So hopefully this is not the case for Victor Wembanyama. He's a great young player. He is going to be the face of the league. So hopefully he can be able to recover. This season has kind of been a wash anyway. They got De'Aaron Fox. They weren't playing that well. So they can be able to just kind of let Wemby heal, let De'Aaron Fox do his thing, get comfortable in San Antonio. Hopefully Greg Popovich can come back next year if he decides to continue to coach. He may walk away. I'm not sure, but we'll see. But for Victor Wembanyama, I think I'm just hoping that nothing else comes of this. I don't think that the team are gonna release all the details now. They're gonna tell you everything's fine. We're gonna monitor and see everything. Everything's fine. So we're just gonna have to see over the coming months how he recovers. If everything it goes well, I just hope that this is not something that ends up being bigger than what they originally reported. So that's the positive side of me, because I want to see this kid succeed. But then there's another side of me that thinks about these dark conspiracies and these out-of-world events that you can't control, but you see it because you've seen the storyline play out year and year and year after year after year after year, team after team after team. It just continues to play out, and this dark cloud continues to just move somewhere else. It used to be in New Orleans, and then it moved to LA. Then after that, it moved to Houston. And then after that, it moved to Oklahoma City. And then it just kept moving and moving. It's just like, why is this happening? Where is this dark cloud coming from? And I told people to start this season, I said it. I said, I hope that Wembanyama doesn't get hurt, because somebody was always going to be here to have that potential of harm come to you on the court. And who am I talking about? It's Black Cat Paul. It's here, right? I gotta say it. The man was in Phoenix, right? Man was in Phoenix, and Kevin Durant was there, right? He was there and tripped on air. I saw the video. The man tripped on air and was out 6 to 8 weeks. I've never seen nothing like that. Blake Griffin couldn't stay healthy, right? It just continues to go on. I don't understand why people are not getting on this train, but I've been pushing this narrative for 15 years. This is not something I just created overnight. Black Cat Paul I'm telling you, Salazar, did I not call this? Did I not call this? This was in October. Even before, not even in October, when he signed. He got traded over there. I was like, oh, there it is. There it is.
Yeah. It's just like crazy how like literal it is. Like everywhere he goes, like something has to. Also, too, like, you don't think like blood clots happen to younger people. Like, granted, it can happen too. So it's just kind of like where this kind of come from out of nowhere. And of course, it's the team that he's with. So
That it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous to even know that this is a thing that that can even happen. This is a young kid. He had blood clots in the shoulder. What?
yeah.
Hey, I'm telling you, man. If I'm the trainers, right, and he comes out of the room and the doctor's like, "Look, he got a blood clot in his shoulder." The first thing I'm gonna say is, was he with Chris Paul? Where's Chris? Was he around this guy? Get him away. All right? It's time to trade him. Make him just get him out of the building. Get him out of the building. Don't leave. You have De'Aaron Fox now. Right? You got De'Aaron Fox. You don't need Chris Paul anymore. Get rid of him. Okay? Let him go somewhere else. Let him go to Boston. That's where I want Chris Paul to go. Go to Boston because they have a good team over there. They got good culture. They have good players. They've won a championship. You have a chance to win there. Go to Boston. I'm praying that he goes to Boston. Nowhere else. Just go to Boston. Okay? And make sure that you're there for the entire season, and then after the regular season's over, playoffs start, and you're on that playoff roster. I want him to go to Boston. Here's what's going on, sports guys. Let him go to the Celtics. Okay? That's where I want him to go. So, Victor Wembanyama, get better soon, please. And when you do get better, call management and say, look, I'm back. I feel great. But I am making one request. What's that request? I mean, what you need? What do you need? You need a press conference. I don't need none of that. Do you need an extra trainer? You need somebody to help you out? I don't need none of that. I just need whoever the GM is to ship Chris Paul out of town. That's what he's gonna request. Get him out of here because he's nothing but a jinx. So I can't believe it. I can't believe I called that. Like Babe Ruth calling a shot. I called it. I knew it. Moving on. See, when I'm up here telling the truth, people say I'm a hater. Like, oh, you a hater. You just... And then when it happens, they look at me and say, oh, well, yeah. Tough luck. Oh, it's tough luck now, right? I call this. Give me my props. That's what I'm saying. So, yeah.